One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
No! Get away from her! Carlo! Mommy!
Daud, my old friend. It's been a long while, but you've got my interest again. How the years pass and the bodies fall. There are only 8 like you in the world, bearing my mark. I'm here because you're right. The Empress was different. This time, you can't just fade away into the shadows. There will be consequences. Your story is close to ending, and even you can't escape it. But what ending will you make for yourself? I'm here to give you one last gift, Daud. It's a mystery. One that starts with a name. Delilah.
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
Daud, you're here. I got bored, so I started without you. Turns out we're here on the perfect day. There's a strike at the plant, and it's no wonder. Rothwild runs this place like a prison. The stupid workers can't even get in without a time card. When the strike started, the butchers confiscated all the cards they could find. They've given the City Watch free rein to use force. If you ever wondered why I wanted out of the slums, here's your answer. There'll be other ways in, I'm sure of it. You don't mind if I tag along, right? Just to keep an old man safe. One last thing. I found something for you. I know you collect these. I'll be on the rooftops till you need me.
the property or we'll lock you up too.
Think you'll
You
get your
have
own
to give
squad
me
after
back
what
my
happened
time
last
card.
night?
Get back in. You had no right to take it.
Try and past me, and I'll see you swinging from a meat hook.
Go home, mister. Orders are to confiscate those cards, no exceptions.
I hope you die weeping. All of you. I hope the plague gets you.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
The state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent. Should we gather? Whiskey and cigars tonight?
Yes, of course.
They used to tell stories about a woman in the slums who did work like this. Granny Rags. They said she was 100 years old.
This is a reminder that collective bargaining in any industry deemed vital to the state is a capital offense. These include metallurgy, whale collection and refinement, security services, and selected legal and clerical specializations. Consult the city barrister for clarification and enforcement.
Stay hidden for long.
The region cares about the whale or out on schedule.
He'll get what he needs. Just keep the strikers in line.
Things are bad.
Indeed, I believe so.
Arc mines. The latest thing from Sokolov's twisted mind. We're the first ones to get them.
How do they work?
Well, obviously, you... Actually, I'm not sure.
Let's lay a few out. Strikers gotta hit one sooner or later.
This is a public warning. Corvo Atano, the assassin, and then one-time royal protector.
The slaughterhouse butchers are locking workers in the pump control station by the docks. If you could get in there, I bet the workers would tell you just about anything you wanted to know.
Lazy gut, he left his post. I guess I gotta take over. 1, 2, butcher's crew. 3, 4, bloody floor. Word of honor.
That don't sound right.
That's enough sneaking around. You're just making things worse for yourself.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Think this crap with the strike will blow over soon? No.
No way.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. It looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yes. Look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? You'll never do the good times. No.
How long? How much does he know by now?
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught. What happened, Abigail? I trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coin as bonuses. But you're about to see that my generosity is counterbalanced by a very inhumane side.
Mr. Rothwild, Bundry.
Don't call me that. That privilege is lost to you.
You don't know Ramsey. When he comes for me, he'll kill you. He'll gut you like the street filth you are, and feed you to the rats.
Ah, now it comes out. No one is coming. I've broken your strike, and my butchers are the finest fighters in Dunwall. Miss Ames, you're about to find out a few things I learned when I was a gaffer. I can do things that don't even hurt at first. This conversation is going to last a long, long time.
Is anyone there? Well, Daud, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Daud. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. and then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught, and that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and... boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
Still on break or what? You all look stupid.
Daud, I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the meat locker. It might be useful to you, considering our mission here. I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
What do you want to know that's worth crossing a man like me?
I want to know about a ship named Delilah. What's behind the name?
Choke on your own spit.
Who is Delilah?
Ha! Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing I'd pay your sister for down at the Golden Cat.
We'll feed you through your own factory. See if we can get oil out of your blubber.
You know your work, I'll give you that. We can talk this out, like businessmen.
Why did you name it Delilah?
What do you care? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named it after some sweetheart as a painting. Piss off!
Who was the previous owner?
Barrister Timps, all right? He told me the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower. And got kicked out and became a painter. With funny airs, like proud. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She whirled into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her and a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then he got scared. Came to me afraid. Man like that, afraid. He wanted to dump the ship and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. Meant to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key, when you're ready to go. Sir, earlier I spotted crates bound for the most remote corner of the Empire. Might be worth stuffing him in one, just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive, of course. Why go through all the trouble, when a blade to the neck would accomplish the same thing?
I'll find you eventually. You ain't leaving this place alive. Come on out. I'll find you eventually. You ain't leaving me.
Missing or damaged time cards will no longer be replaced due to abuse of this indulgence. Any user without a time card
We're
will
not
be
done yet,
denied
assassin.
admission to the ground.
What about the
and
shrines?
summarily terminated.
Tell me about the blood rituals you perform there. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
All right, you get off this time. Where are you? Check under everything.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
Shout if you see it.
Attention. Under plague conditions, the report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the law.
I'm still trying to figure out why you let the Empress's bodyguard go. And now Rothwild's snug in a box. What's got into you? Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Tali if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Let's go. As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov's circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timps was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to
That was gentle. He'll snore for an hour. Talia should be waiting in Trevor's Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
Stop trouble before it starts, the way the barrister likes it.
I hear General Turnbull coming to inspect.
It's about time.
Be advised, Bundry Rothwild, founder of the Rothwild Slaughterhouse, has been reported missing. Remain vigilant and report any suspicious persons or activity to the City Watch.
Chances are very good.
The captain locked up the legal district. Somehow back, the Hatters have been trying to get in lately. We don't need any more burglaries.
Better keep his eye on the keep. Hatters are likely to come after him.
is under lockdown. Any unauthorized individual must be suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
Any fools settled in over here?
How long are we gonna put the squeeze
Where do
on?
you live? Probably some mansion.
Long as
in
it
Clapham,
takes.
right?
Look at her clothes.
Let's
She'll
have it.
talk.
Right.
And when she does, we'll be in the money.
Walk away. Go home. You're making a mistake.
Oh, yeah? How so?
I'm here to meet a man named Daud.
The great assassin? Oh, I'm really quaking my boots now. Let
Yeah,
the proper
definitely somebody about. Watch it.
Tell me, why would he meet with a lady like you?
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Kill a person. And I'm paying him a lot of money. Money you will never see because you'll soon be gasping for breath on the end of Daud's blade.
Shut up. That ain't true.
Isn't it? Your fear is obvious. You reek of it. Among other things.
I'll tell you what I think you and Captain What's-His-Face were. Are you asleep? Get up. I know you're here.
I told you he was coming. Look at you. The Master Assassin.
Who's paid?
How long are we gonna put the squeeze on? As long as it takes. Look at her clothes. She'll talk. And when she does, we'll be in the money.
Come on. Let's have it. Before I start cutting.
I'm telling you now, walk away. Go home. You're making a mistake.
Oh, yeah? How so?
I'm here to meet a man named Daud.
Definitely
Great
somebody
assassin.
about. Watch it.
Oh, I'm really quaking my boots now. Left a proper stain in my breeches. Tell me.
Gotta keep my
still
eyes
crazy meet
around.
with a lady like you.
Because I'm hiring him to kill a person. And I'm paying him a lot of money. Money he will never see.
Shut up. That ain't true.
Isn't it? Your fear is obvious. You reek of it. Among other things.
I'll tell you what I think. I think you and Captain What's-His-Face were there. We're sneaking off for a night of hanky-panky. Only your daddy don't approve.
Ha! I told you he was coming. Look at you. The Master Assassin. So you want to know about Delilah. Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
Formally called Baldwin is still missing. Any person with any information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward. Unauthorized individuals will be considered suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
Sir?
What is it?
I just wanted to say, congratulations on getting your own squad. Vermin!
Daud.
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
Here's one last lesson, for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemies' weak points, but he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you. And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You've got Rothwild packed into a crate, bound for the frozen north, Daud. Surprisingly clean work for a man with so much blood on his hands. Did the Empress change you? Or do you think this will help you dodge what's coming? You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
You were in a daze.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one is present, I've prepared this for you, to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague is ended. I have married and will be...
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch. And the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war. Now he's downstairs laughing.
He put her in her place. Even with all his maneuverings, it's the simple victories that give him the most pleasure, I think.
One... would notice if this was gone. Probably expensive.
This is ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague.
He's justifying himself to the rats in his office right now. Balcony, there he is. See him? I imagine you could hit him from here. I'll stick around if you don't mind. I'd like to watch.
Can't say I like that.
See something?
Present yourself. Don't make me find you.
I guess everything's all right.
Don't make me find you.
Wonder if anyone would notice if this was gone. Somewhere. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Stop messing around and come out at once.
I gotta stop chewing hammerweed. Keep skulking
Nothing
around.
here.
Outsider's eyes, I'm getting spooked. You should bathe. I can smell you from here. Blow off.
Silk, I'll bet you.
Barrister Timps can afford nice things, since he works for the Lord Regent.
Doing what?
Anyone taken away by sickness forfeits their property. He does all the legal details, makes it proper.
Doesn't seem fair to lose all your things like that.
It must be, though. Lawyers know these things. Maybe they give it to children.
Ugh, what is that horrible smell?
I don't know. It smells like something died in the circulator.
That's strange. Timch doesn't name himself.
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth Holding Company. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normally...
What is that horrible stench? I can barely breathe. Oh, General Turnbull. I was expecting you. Please come.
Timsh, it smells like a weeper den. I thought we were secure.
I heard you got eaten
And
alive
we
in
are.
cards.
The neighborhood is swept 3 times a week.
Barrister Timsh!
Please, call me Arnold. We're friends. Here, this will clear things up for you. The Regents arranged it. By the way, I don't think I ever got your first name.
What is this? Is this a joke?
I am not sure what you find funny about it.
Barrister Timsh, this is a letter from the Lord Regent dated a month ago, stating that your building is to be seized by the state immediately due to massive infection outbreak, and that your personal assets are forfeit if you do not comply immediately. A month ago? Are you showing me this to try to convince me that you're above the law?
What? Let me see that. This isn't possible.
Barrister, I am a... Hire any of my men contract the plague because of this visit, I'll see that your head rolls.
No. This isn't the right document. This...
Get him out of here before he starts bleeding from the eyes. And secure this court. It's under quarantine.
Yes, sir. He fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him. What if I get sick? I'll just... wait for him to wake up.
Don't look at me. I don't get paid enough for this. With Timsh gone, we need all the help we can get. Like that woman Daud.
people have the worst taste. Nothing after all. This better not be a joke. I know you're somewhere around here. Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here. Where are you? Oh, I'll find you. When I find you, it's going to be bad. I know you're here. What now, scum? Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here somewhere.
He fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him.
Help me!
He fainted. Now what?
That might be worth checking out. Why bother with something like this? Tasteless. Where is he?
He fainted. Now what? Damn it. What now?
Here. Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here. Got you now.
He fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him. What if I get sick? I'll just wait for him to wake up.
Huh? See something?
Fine. It's going to be bad. Get up, right now. Where are you?
I know you're here somewhere, scum. Got you!
Pull me up! You won't stay hidden for long.
Where is he?
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
The heir to the throne, Captain Baldwin, is still.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will, as
That'll
agreed.
do nicely. Perhaps better. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Daud. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Cold Ridge prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Daud. Are you ready to go?
Let's go home. Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
Daud, we've been attacked.
Brother Hugh took the initiative. You mean he saw a chance for personal glory and acted?
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Chances are very good.
What? Come out, and I'll go easy.
Stop messing around and come out at once.
Nothing after all. Probably rats. Into everything.
Now what?
Down! To me! Get behind him! Down! Firing!
burn your body tonight. Stand clear. Take! Dismiss!
bound. Untie me. I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
From a task at hand. But sir, these drawings and map...
Someone there? Assassin, help!
It's you! I got your never saw you. So much for the legend. Daud was a master assassin, spinning his webs, worshipping the cursed shrine. All it took was one mistake, and you're finished. As the litany says, there are 4 outside the world. To them shall be put to the sword. The infamous heretic Daud, taken out. You're being quiet.
Okay, now I hear you. Bastard. Guard, to me! You're going down! Firing!
Blooded. I know someone is here.
I'll read sight from your intel. Check everywhere. Here you are. Assassin, help! Outsider, stand clear. I'll go easy. Go with me.
This is a waste.
Got my guards. To me. Firing.
Okay. I'll watch for your sign.
Reveal yourself.
There you are. Someone get over here.
You're gonna bleed. Here you are. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Aha! Assassin, help! We're not taking this one alive. Bring him down, brothers. Take out his legs.
Rot in the void. The man you ended was a friend of mine, jackass.
This one's... There isn't any fight left. Firing!
Thank you. I'll wait for you.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district. But the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined. Give me a report.
That fool overseer who led the attack against us is dead. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. As for his men, they're ruined. If there were any survivors, they fled with their tails between their legs.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were hidden. She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice, then. Daud. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end. You should have forgotten my name the day you heard it. I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the Overseers. I thought, between the three of us, we'd have you dead to rights. We can blame the Zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move. My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even matters to you. Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while. Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills. Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Daud, killer of an Empress. Daud, who spared his betrayer's life.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The Overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned. The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch. Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you. What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
Is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. You don't have to remind me. It's Billy's doing that the Overseers found us. That wasn't Daud.
Daud should have caught it. And now witches? He's not the man he was.
Quiet. You're going to get us killed.
Daud. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen. Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous too. Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower and came out untouched.
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir? Or should I wait?
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her. The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players. Gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river. Someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall. Or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
Daud. Lizzie Stride is in there. But we don't know where they're holding her. They're playing Overseer music from the loudspeakers. We couldn't get in.
Why the music?
One of their prisoners. A spy caught at Dunwall Tower. The guards have sent for Overseers to investigate.
I'll be back with Lizzie Stride. Stay hidden.
I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire!
They don't hesitate to kill their own.
You refused to pursue Corvo into the sewer complex on the day of his escape. You displayed cowardice in the face of a national crisis, and I hereby sentence you to death. Ready. Take aim. Fire!
Why did you save me?
I'm looking for Elizabeth Stride, a prisoner. A gang leader out of Draper's Ward.
The eel woman. They put her in the corner, cell A00, all the way at the back. She's a piece of work, isn't she? You can check the logbook in the guard station, between sections C and D. Plague. Elixir.
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with me? We're sending 3 men to the fire squad, and no one knows what actually happened.
Didn't they do it?
Hammer said he chose a bad day to sleep in. Morris lost his nerve at the sewer gates. Neither of them knew anything. They died. Satisfied the Lord Regent's office.
Did you say you want to bug someone else?
This controls all the sewers.
know you're here.
Probably just... Stop messing around and come out at once.
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey has certified it is free of any heretical
Someone is
corruption.
trying to escape! It's going to start any moment, and I'll die with me blood.
I'm not saying it'll be easy, but I can do it once the cell door's open. Give me the first rush on team 2, 3. Look at their pistols. I'm a good shot. Better than most of them. It's a fact. I keep
Another night. Another patrol with you.
Take as long as it takes.
Either way, you'd have to and a complete madman. You'd
Sokolov radio interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper imprinting procedure.
Who's there? Are you a guard? You're not, are
I need more... Fire! No!
Lizzie's tried. She's in rough shape. Wake up, Lizzie.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait. Who?
Daud.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now it belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
A reminder, the Coldridge prison remains under martial law. Guards are on the line.
Where's Harold? He's not in his cell.
Check the log. We've been moving people around to make room for them.
This never happened under the Empress.
Someone will hear you. And it wasn't easy with the Empress around. She'd hold inspections with the Royal Protector trailing after.
I wish we'd taken care of him. He knows our faces. He could come back any time.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna tear you apart. You hear me?
Yeah,
Piss off.
whatever.
I'm coming for you. If it's the last thing I do,
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
any
kill
business
you.
with you.
Sure you are. Enjoy your dark cell.
Just you wait. You messed with the wrong guy.
Shut up already.
What happened here?
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? All right. We'll get this done. Let's
start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants?
Die.
The Sokolov radio interdiction device, or ARC pylon, is for use only by personnel trained in proper imprinting procedures.
Signs of the sickness? Someone's supposed to be on duty over here. That's over here.
Stupid goddamn number somehow. Run, gotta run.
Okay, you idiot. Someone get over here. Get behind him. Okay, he got it. Away. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Let's find this guy. When I find you, it's gonna be more. We know here you'll find you.
Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Come. All right. We'll get... It's done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards?
one chance. I'll never ask anything again. What's going on there?
This better be worth it.
I'll undo the shackles. Daud. I think I...
I'll have to carry her out.
I didn't know she had it. Why'd she take my money? Just give me the one chance. I'll never ask anything again. What the? And I'll go easy.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Hey, outsider! I'll get to the bottom of this.
Wake up! Hear me? Here you are! Someone get over here! I know you're here! No! Got you now!
Help me out!
Watch it! Wake up!
She's beaten, but not dead. See that her wounds get attention.
It will be done. All quiet, sir. Ready to go.
Let's go. Dunwall is changing fast. 6 months ago, Draper's Ward was where Dunwall's rich and well-born strolled and shopped and tried to be seen. The plague burned through it in days. Today it's a battleground where two street gangs fight over the spoils. The Hatters, and Lizzie's gang, the Dead Eels. Lizzie Stride was the boss until Edgar Wakefield betrayed her and took her place. And her riverboat. It's the kind of thing that happens every day in Dunwall. I don't judge him. I've done worse myself. But I need that boat. Edgar Wakefield and I have business.
The textile mill used to run off a water wheel before the canal went dry. It started up again recently, and whatever the Hatters did to get it working has enraged the Dead Eels. They're fighting in the streets.
Draper's ward ain't yours! We got first!
Bring out the geezer!
We've been here 8 years! We ain't leaving!
When's your old man coming out to fight?
We've been making something for you, little eels!
What's the matter? Too much knitting to do?
Crawl back to the river! You ain't a real gang! You're just a bunch of mudlarks!
Come on and fight! Or are you too busy making dresses?
Somebody, get over! Shoot him, scrapper! Fight for mine! Somebody give me a hand! You'll sleep in the river mud. Yeah, I'm gonna dump you in the river after I tangle with you. That's what happens when you tangle with a dead eel.
What?
Someone wants to get kicked in the...
Come and get me! Or won't your mommy let you?
Just let him show his face. You guys take orders from Trimble now, is that it? A nurse? You gonna teat on him?
Hatter! Now and forever!
Chew up like a slaughterhouse lamb. Let's get
you can't fight for shit! Where are you? Bastard. Come on, spread out. I admit, I'm stymied. I thought dragging it up out of the mud was a hard part, but I had no idea how to open it. Hammers? Really? Look at that thing. You think hammers will break it open? Explosives. It's locked. Look at it. You mean you haven't even tried it? What do you think I am? Stupid? How did it pass me by? All the others down with sickness.
It's over. Just make it quick.
Get up. Get up and we'll finish this.
I can't. There's something wrong in there. It feels like I'm burning inside. Kill me if that's what you want. I thought I was finished. They'll never believe who saved me.
Welcome to the Draper's Ward Salvage and Resale, or the Black Market if you'd prefer. It's Daud, right? Recognized your face from the posters. Not that I'd ever say anything to anyone, believe me. I'd be happy to have you for a customer.
What are you selling?
Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Of course it's locked. Look.
You mean you haven't...
Well. Who's this dumb...
Someone's still prowling around. Wants to get hurt. Huh? Just a matter of time. I get one. Someone's about to get shanked. Where'd you run off to?
Crawling all over everything.
She weren't no cheat.
Exactly. After last night, I don't know who's gonna buy from
her. All the others down with the sickness. Ike, who are you? Are you with her?
With her?
Delilah, are you with her? No, but you don't have any roses.
What can you tell me about Delilah?
Who knows? But he hasn't been found in Dunwall. And a guy like that doesn't disappear that easily.
Quiet in the city.
Don't worry.
Almost like it used to be.
The password.
What's the password?
I seem to have forgotten it.
Nice try, River Rat. Get lost.
Don't make this too easy on us, you bilge rat. We play a game of hunt and seek, don't we? You're making a racket, aren't you? Ah!
I know.
Wakefield's a hard name.
Edgar Wakefield, on board the Undine. He's put all of the eels on alert since Lizzie's rumored to have escaped from Coldridge. He's to him.
What's he doing? Top that. Sitting next to the river. Or canal, at least. Just waiting to be taken.
Wakefield sealed himself in the cargo hold of the Undine. Smuggling ships like this one often have a hatch underneath for dumping contraband if they get caught. Perhaps the Undine is no different.
You ever get that creepy feeling of being watched? Hey!
You keep surprising me, Daud. Not long ago, I watched you kill an empress and steal her child for coin. For a man like that, you went through Coldridge Prison with an awfully soft touch. I wonder, are you hoping it will change the way things work out? Maybe. Maybe not. The song's almost over, and when the music stops, we all fall down.
Lizzie's boat is smaller than I remember.
Why did I think this would work? You're Daud. What brings you here?
Lizzie Stride owes me a favor.
I'm sorry to hear that. You see, the watch picked her up. I'm trying to hold things together while she's in Coldridge. I'm awfully busy at the moment.
I won't take too much of your time, but there's the matter of that favor.
Yeah? What exactly does she owe you for?
First, for getting her out of Coldridge. Second, for what's about to happen right now.
What the? Somebody!
Time to signal Lizzie.
Lizzie Stride is assuming control of the Dead Eels now. She's ordered them to give you safe passage.
Your friend Edgar Wakefield set me up to be taken by the City Watch, and you followed him. Took his orders. But you know what? I forgive you. All of you. I'm filled with love. But the following people each owe me a finger. Logan, Douglas, Bang Bang, Ferris, Pigface, the Bakers, and Annabelle.
Shit.
2 from you, Annabelle. Have a good night.
That piece of garbage, Edgar. I'm still living with his incompetence. He let the Hatters cripple the Undine.
Ship seems fine to me.
They took the engine coil. We're dead in the water.
What is it? Can we make a new one?
They don't make them anymore, not for an engine like the Undine's. We'll have to get it back.
The geezer still leads the Hatter gang, right? I'll pay him a visit.
It won't be that easy. There's a snag.
Always is. What's this one?
The geezer's about 100 years old by now. He's got it rigged so that if he dies, the whole place gets gassed. So they're real careful around him. Got him a nurse and everything. Maybe you can cut a deal for that engine coil. Turn on the charm. One of the Hatters gave me their door password in exchange for keeping the rest of his fingers. It's whalebone. I never got to use it on account of the gas. And being in jail.
Just be ready to move when I get back.
What'd I see Daud do then?
Just because he can do strange things doesn't mean there's an enemy visible.
We'll put in warehouses all along this street.
What's the password?
Whalebone.
Come in, Hatter.
Sir, the Hatters are using the textile machines to make shrouds for the plague dead.
Now we know why they took the engine coil.
Who just went through here?
The Empress did. She had Corvo Otana with her. They weren't wearing no clothes.
Keep your eye. Someone...
Is anyone there?
Come on.
Someone got this in shaped. He's as slippery as Hagfish gets. Blow off, Chopper.
Wakefield's miscalculated badly.
My name's Daud. I'm looking for Lizzie Stride's missing engine coil. I'm giving you a chance to make a deal.
Yes, sir. Very reasonable offer. Easer here says you're in luck. We only need that engine coil because someone shut off the flow that turns our water wheel. I sent men into the sewers to restore the flow, and not one of them came back. But what stopped them won't be a problem for the famous Daud, will it? When the water flows, I'll give you the engine coil. Here's the key to the sewer entrance. And it's a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Daud. The Hatters will behave themselves, as long as
this guy
your end of the bargain, Daud.
Down there.
To keep this position, he says to bring a bottle.
This whole place has gone to the hounds. To keep this position, he says to bring the box.
Don't make me take that away from you.
Golden cat.
She caught that hatter easy enough.
Fool. What if Daud comes this way? He won't fall for a pretty face and a few tears.
Then so much for our little sister. But we'll make sure the job is done.
Once you get the water flowing, now to go get that engine coil.
Together, aren't you? It's not easy. Delilah's exceedingly bright. Her coven is rising, with her as the night star to guide them. Change is coming, and Delilah...
It's done, but I don't think you'll see your men again.
Caesar says a deal's a deal. The code is 984.
Daud, I guess you got what you came for. You snake. You and Trimble, peas in a pod. You can both rot. Trimble is out. Daud.
All due respect, we've got a business to run here.
No. If this gets me closer to Delilah's throat, so be it.
time for games. Come out at once.
You are an enemy source of adventure.
Take it! I'll snap your... Kick in his teeth!
Blood in the streets. Reminds me of the Bottle Street mess we got into once.
The geezer mentioned you before he died.
He's really gone?
What's it matter?
Nothing. He was just a cracked old man. Reattach that coil, and we'll start upriver tonight. You are an endless source of adventure.
The Undine is ready to travel. Our men are manning all the stations. All that's left is for you to engage the engine. The bridge is yours, Captain.
Captain?
Lizzie did not survive the fight.
Add it to Delilah's debt. Let's go. The Brigmores were an ancient family, bankrupted a generation ago. Since then, the manor has housed 2 street gangs, a smuggling ring, innumerable rats, and the Brigmore witches. I'd always left them alone, but now a painter named Delilah had taken up witchcraft and formed a coven. She was trying something. A ritual. But what kind? The outsider knows. I cannot abide a mystery.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull, to be sure. Strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull, to be sure.
but the leaves were nearly dust. It still put the taste on my tongue. Wouldn't mind a bit more. And we'll find some, maybe on some passing boat. Maybe there'll be a trader wagon coming through.
Not with the plague on the city. Everyone knows the dead don't buy tea. Or anything else.
Still, if I get that copper pot, I'll be halfway there.
You're moon mad, sister. Ever optimistic. One of my dear sisters has wandered away from here. Place without thinking of what we found here. So tragic.
So mocking.
Someone should be here. I'll watch for our enemy. One of my dear sisters has wandered away from here.
I thought the flooded district was run down.
Captain Coldridge informs me they've caught me at my tower. I need to tell Delilah.
Didn't you hear? She finished painting me. It's flawless. She's begun the final phase.
Then she's in the void already.
Yes, it won't be long now. All of our patience and work will be rewarded. But what happened to Melina? Is she...
Don't worry. She...
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress.
Nothing after all.
This.
Sisters!
Seems that Rothwild's gone missing.
Yes, of course, my love.
There's chaos on the killing.
I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it worry you?
You underestimate our great lady's resource. She is not alone. Not entirely.
Help me!
How tricky. This place.
You have many talents, Daud, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
The Void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah.
Daughter of Jessamine Colvin, heir to the Empire of the Isles, I call out to you from the Void. I call you with ochre from Morley, carmine beetle shells, zirconin lazurite, viridian bile. The tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician chalk. The same loom that spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp. Emily, you cannot ignore me. My power is too deep, my reach too long. Brush touches paint. Brush touches canvas. Brush touches void. And now I see you, Emily Caldwin. I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the pub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the river. Image strikes the eye. Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the void. I feel your love for Corvo Attano and your lost mother. For your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn. To become someone important. My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough, sweet young girl. Finished. It is complete. I am... What's happening? This is all wrong! What am I becoming? Outsider's blood? Is this some trick? Daud!
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwell from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes. I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwell, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Daud, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.